Well, good afternoon or good evening, everyone. I'm William Brantley from South Jackson, Tennessee, or Bemis, Tennessee, ready to share with you today's climate summary and give you a forecast for the next few days momentarily. Of course, we had some storms move through last night, right around the 10:30, 11 o'clock time frame here in Jackson and South Jackson and North Jackson for that matter, and had a pretty good little wind gust. I believe it was 43 miles per hour out of the northwest at 10:39 p.m. at the Jackson Airport. And I did have a small tree limb that broke off onto my front yard last night, so thank goodness it didn't do no damage to my yard, car, or house. Thank goodness, but there was some strong winds for a few minutes there. And I ended up getting 79 hundredths of an inch of rain here up to 11:59 p.m. on midnight, and I had an additional 21 hundredths of an inch of rain from midnight to the quit. Just thought I'd update you on that right up front here. Alrighty, let's move on to the other climate data as of 5 p.m. By the way, no storms tonight. It is clear in that respect tonight. Partly cloudy at 5 p.m. here in Bemis, and the temperature was 91 degrees. That's actually slightly cooler than yesterday. It was, it was 87 yesterday at 5 p.m., so it was a little bit warmer than yesterday, but still not too bad. The heat index was 98 degrees. Let's see, that was the difference, because yesterday's heat index at 5 p.m. was 103 degrees. Oh, incidentally, yesterday's low was 70 and high yesterday was 97 degrees. And the heat index yesterday maxed out at 107 degrees at 2 and 3 p.m. yesterday afternoon. Now today, like I said, the heat index was 98 degrees at 5 p.m. and the dew point was a warm 80 degrees. And let's see, the humidity would be 70%. And let me see, I think I got a phone call, I'm not sure. No. I don't know what that was. Maybe my paper making funny noises. It happens sometimes. What was that? 70% was the humidity at 5 p.m. The wind was out of the northwest at 6 miles per hour, and the barometric pressure was 30.00 inches of mercury. Today's low temperature was 69 degrees. I used to tease one of the radio stations here in Jackson that was my perfect temperature. We had another perfect temperature this morning. 69 degrees here in Bemis, normal 68, so very close to normal. Today's high did get up to 91 degrees here in 93 degrees, 93 degrees here in Bemis. And the highest heat index today reached 101 at 4 p.m. So it still felt kind of warm in the shade, but not super hot. Those days will return in as early as tomorrow, probably. Alright, like I mentioned, since midnight, I've had 21 hundredths of an inch of rain. Humidity lowest would be 63% at 2 and 3 p.m. The highest would be 100% at 2 a.m. The lowest dew point temperature was 67 degrees at 4 a.m. The highest would be 80 at 5 p.m. Lowest barometric pressure today was 29.96 inches as of 5 a.m. 5 a.m. Well, the highest would be 30.09 inches, and that occurred at 1 a.m. The highest wind gust today so far at the Jackson Airport was northeast at 26 miles per hour, and that occurred at 5:41 a.m. Again, yesterday's highest wind gust was northwest at 43 miles per hour at 10:53 p.m. Last night. I was trying to find it all of a sudden. Oh, there it is. 10:39 p.m. I'm not sure what I said. 10:39 p.m. last night. Today, 26 miles per hour at 5:41 a.m. Alright, today's records for June the 29th. Hey, June's almost over already. My goodness, what a fast month. The hottest high would be 107 degrees in the year 2012. Whew, that was hot. 107 degrees. It was the actual temperature, by the way. Heat index not included in that. And again, in 2012 was when that happened. Coolest time would be 79 degrees in 2014. Warmest low. Hold on, please. Throat's trying to get a little dry there. 77 degrees would be the warmest low in 1952 and 1998, while the coldest low would be 59 degrees in 1958 and 1974. Today's rainfall record would be 2.87 inches, and that fell in 1980. Alrighty, that pretty much concludes the climate data. Let's run through a few graphs real quick, and that'd be it for this evening. I'll go ahead and show you the radar, even though there's nothing on it. But I'm sure you'd like to see it anyways. And here it is, National Weather Service's radar. Like I mentioned, there's nothing on it. Within 100 or so miles of Memphis, or about 100 or so miles of north and south of Jackson as well. That blue you see there is just false echoes around the Memphis radar. Now, the southeast view of the U.S. is basically the same thing. Clear all around us, all the way to at least East Tennessee. A few scattered showers are way down there in southern Alabama, and a little few of them down there in the Blue Hill. I'm at the Panhandle of Florida, and some way down there in southern Mississippi, along the Gulf Coast, basically. Otherwise, everybody's fairly decent today, thanks to that cold front that moved through last night. Satellite picture should be fairly clear. Yep, it sure is. And there you see it. Let me see if I can get it to move down a little bit more. Yeah, Tennessee's good and clear. Look like a few clouds trying to form west of Jackson, but they're disappearing there. Look a little thick there for a little bit, but they're dissipating. But we're going to wind up with a clear night tonight. Clear skies pretty much all around us. A few scattered clouds here and there. There's little clouds down there related to isolated showers and thunderstorms down there along the Gulf. But otherwise, we got pretty good shape here in Tennessee. And that should continue overnight. Let's look at current surface map, thanks to the Weather Channel. And it looks like we're in pretty good shape nationwide. There's the highs and lows in the eastern portions of the U.S. There you see where they are in different parts of the U.S. And the cold fronts and the warm fronts, and there's a lot of highs and lows out west. Seems to be this time of the year, but this gets fairly normal. And there's their the national radar. There's really not a whole lot going on precipitation-wise. Now that we got past all those storms yesterday, the country looks fairly clear, at least at the moment. That should continue as well. Alright, look at the forecast for the next few days. Let me see if I can bring this down, so I can read it along, and you can read along with me. It looks like we ended up having no precipitation today, even though some was expected this morning. Most of it fell between midnight and about 2 a.m. and then it kind of quit from that point on. But generally speaking, fair skies now. There's still maybe a 20% chance of an isolated shower here and there, but I don't see that happening now. We're pretty well rain-free, at least for the next few days, especially at least through tomorrow, for sure, and the weekend actually. I don't really see any more. Small chance Sunday afternoon, that'd be about it. In the meantime, clear skies tonight. The sun will be setting at about 8:15 p.m. Rising tomorrow morning at 5:42 a.m. The moon will be coming up, still be full tonight. It'll be rising at 9:26 p.m. tonight and be setting at 6:56 a.m. tomorrow morning. With fair skies, low near 72 degrees tomorrow morning, high about 96 degrees tomorrow. The south winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Again, the sun rises at 6:42 a.m., sets at 8:15 p.m. Moon rises tomorrow night at 9:26 p.m. It's a weird time. And I think that's the same time. It's probably closer to 10 o'clock. The moon will be rising Saturday night. I might have made an error in that and just noticed it. It's only a few minutes off though. And the moon will be setting Sunday morning at 6:56 a.m. Alright. On into Sunday. Generally fair skies. Well, there might be a few clouds around, but not that many. But there is a 20% chance of an isolated shower or thunderstorm sometime on Sunday. Most likely in the afternoon hours, though. Low 73, high of 95 with south winds at 10 to 20. And on Monday, July 2nd, fair skies. Low 73, high of 94 with south winds at 10 to 20. Again on Tuesday, July 3rd, fair, low 73, high of 94, south winds at 10 to 20. And finally, Wednesday, whoa, I almost knocked everything over. I don't need to do that. I need to calm down. I'm just teasing. Wednesday, July 4th, as of right now, still fair skies, low of 73, high of 94, with south winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Sun rises at 5:45 a.m. and sets at 8:14 p.m. Wednesday night, July 4th. The weather should be okay for sunset time and all the fireworks displayed throughout West Tennessee. So take your pick at which one you want to go to and enjoy yourself. The weather should not interfere, at least not at this point. Alrighty, I'm going to leave it at that. The next chance of rain after that is beyond July the 8th. Probably. Alright, that's it for tonight, folks. I'm going to cut it at that. Maybe make a shorter video. And say good night. God bless you. And hope to talk to you again soon. Goodbye. Oh, and thank you again for all the subscribers I've been getting here lately. I appreciate that. Good night.